So here's me and my mom at the murder mill in Kennewick, Washington, bringing the gospel of Jesus Christ into conflict with the child sacrifice that goes on here. And there's something really wrong here. Really, really wrong. Because babies are being butchered in there. They're being destroyed, torn limb from limb. Their skulls are smashed in. They're being poisoned, burnt, scraped, thrown in dumpsters, thrown in toilets, discarded like garbage. And there are two of us out here. Like two. Just two people. Like, why is that? Like, if there are 6-year-olds being destroyed on the streets, like just in Kennewick here, let's say like a couple of them are murdered every day. Like every day here, like a couple. Maybe 3, I don't know how many, but more than one. Maybe 5, I don't know. And they're destroyed. What if that happened on the streets? What if they were 6-year-olds? Would there only be 2 of us here? I don't think so. Maybe they would. If there were pastors being murdered, or older people being murdered, I don't think there would just be 2 of us out here. But it's because it's happening behind the closed doors of a beautiful, normal-looking building like this, and also because the people being murdered are small, and we feel like they're insignificant, that there are only 2 of us coming out here to oppose this. That's just wrong. Okay, yeah, it's wrong to destroy babies like it's happening here, but what's equally wrong is to ignore it and pretend like nothing's happening. And that's what the church in America is doing. They're doing almost nothing. Okay, fine, some churches do. Okay, there's a percentage that do regularly oppose this Holocaust. But the majority don't. Why is that? Proverbs 24 says, rescue those who are being taken away to death. The preborn in our society are the ones who are being taken away to death. 3,000 every single day, and the church does almost nothing. If every single Christian, or even just the majority of Christians in America, stood up and called abortion what it is, told the culture that it's wrong, did what we're doing here, it would be like made illegal in no time. No time at all. Like if there were 100 of us out here every day, that'd be like not even every Christian in the city. Like every Christian comes out like once a year. That'd be like at least 100 of us every day. I don't know, probably more. What would that be like if there were 100 of us out here every single day? At every single mill in the country. How long would abortion last then? I don't think so. It wouldn't last very long. And yet people do nothing. That's sad. That's terribly wrong. We are here at this place to oppose this evil practice, but the battle is not here. This is not where the battle starts. The battle starts at the church, at the apathetic church. Because we can't do this by ourselves. There's just not enough of us. Well, God could use anyone, right? God used Gideon's 300 men to take over cities and Jonathan by himself to take over the Philistine camp. So God could use however many people he wants. But from a pragmatic standpoint, we need more people. This isn't enough. And those people are the church, right? God called Christians to stand up for the oppressed, stand up for the poor and needy. And the church largely has not been doing that. So this is not where the battle begins. The battle begins at the church, calling them to repentance of their apathy, calling them to come and help us fight this Holocaust. And then through his church, God will put an end to this practice. So yes, we're here, but we don't want to stay here. This is not where we'll always be. We have to go to the church and call the church to help us. And then come here and go to our lawmakers and call them to help us put an end to this practice. And some say, oh, but we gotta overturn Roe first. How are you gonna do that? That's still a long ways down the road. Well, no we don't. That's not... We can make abortion illegal on a local basis. You don't have to start with the highest up places. You don't have to start with the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court does not make law. We don't have to wait for them to say abortion will be illegal. We can start with our local magistrates. In Oklahoma right now, there's a guy running for governor who, if he's elected, he'll just make abortion illegal in Oklahoma, just defy the Supreme Court. Just say, Supreme Court, you don't have any jurisdiction here on this particular issue. You say abortion is legal, I say it's not. Sorry. And that's what we need to do. We need to call our magistrates to do that. We need to elect magistrates in place who will do that, who will call murder what it is, and make the killing of preborn humans illegal. But that's, of course, still hard to do. We're not going to be able to do it by ourselves. So it goes back to calling the church. The church is first. These people aren't first. The lawmakers aren't first. The church is first. Then, once the church is active on a larger basis, then we can start to call, or we can continue to call with more effect, these people to repentance, call our lawmakers to repentance of their apathy of abortion, because they have the power, the lawmakers have the power to make this illegal, but they aren't. But yeah, it all starts with the church. That's where it starts. So we're not going to stay here. We want to come here sometimes, of course, but the real battle is calling our fellow Christians to repentance of their abortion apathy.
The voice as strong as thunder will be heard across the land, calling to the Christians to save our neighbor man, who turn their eyes and pass on by the man on this Jericho road. The voice as strong as thunder will be felt across the